Die on me.
Hey, it's Monday. Welcome to the Monday Midsole. Today on the show, we got the sneaker reporter, Travis Singleton. Also, we're going to talk about sneakers cracking out on bots and Big Baller Brand and those trash. Well, let's talk about them TO2. All this and more on the Monday Midsole. Coming up right now. You're now tuned into the Monday Midsole with your co-host, Molly Mall.
That's not true.
Polos and Jay.
It's the People's Gramp.
Unboxed Tab. And Buckeye City Soul.
I'm out like butt cheeks and chest.
Powered by the usual suspects. It's the Monday Midsole. Let's go.
Yo, it's Monday, and welcome back to the Monday Midsole. I apologize for last week, but unfortunately, Wild Cable had a different stance on us doing our show. So I am your co-host, Buckeye City Soul. I'm going to go ahead and pass it upstairs to the old man.
What's good? What's happening? What it do? It's your boy Polos and Jays coming to you live from Dallas. And we are missing my friend Mo today. So with that, I'm going to kick it over to Molly Mall.
What's going on? It's your boy Molly Mall, a.k.a. I done copped another one, leader of the Light Skin Legion. Excited to be back. It's been a good 3 weeks. We include last week's technical difficulties. So super excited to chop it up with you guys. We got a great show. And I want to introduce my friend. I'm sure you guys know him from the gram. We got Travis, BKA, Sneaker Reporter. What's going on, man?
How y'all doing, man? I'm just glad to be on there, man. Appreciate you all.
Oh, man, thanks for coming through.
Yeah, Travis and I were talking about it's like a long time in the making. Like we've been talking about this for at least a year, trying to coordinate dates and everything. So it's a beauty we can catch them in the off season before things get really busy. So chat, usual suspects. Be sure if you got questions, this is your chance live on the spot. That being said. Oh, go ahead. That's all you.
All right, let's go with the team early shout outs. Appreciate y'all stopping through early. Team Erling, Hella Laced, Flashy Flash, Process, JD Beltran, and D-Lo. And Lace Differently is in there. And LV, right. Dominican, Koki. Appreciate y'all.
All right. So we gonna jump right into this. We got a little softball question, get it started and whatnot. So Trav, tell the people, how did you get into sneakers?
Man, just being from Boston, it was just one of those where, it's a culture up there. You know what I'm saying? Just like Boston, New York, DC, that whole East Coast vibe is it's a sneaker culture thing, and I kind of just was born and raised into it, you know what I'm saying? So got my first pair of J's when I was about 12 or 13. I had to get some good grades to get them. So I think it was the Jordan 12, the flu games around that time. So that was where I first started off at. And then my first camp out was for the DMP package. So those were my two first moments. And I didn't look back, man. It came from getting clowned on at school too. It was like, you can't come with them Air Force Ones all the time, man. You gotta come with some heat. So, yeah, man. I mean, after I only had white and black, that was it. So it was like, you gotta switch it up. So after that, man, it just kind of just grew from that, and then now it evolved into what it is now. It's a passion and a love.
That's what's up. Now Boston. So you a New Balance guy at all?
I like New Balance. I didn't really, rock with New Balance that much, but I've always been a Nike guy to the fullest. Nike and Jordan. We didn't like Adidas unless they were top 10s. So, it was a tough sledding over there for anything besides Nike in Boston.
Yeah. Well, you're in a pretty similar company here. We're mostly Nike Jordan people.
Yeah. We good.
So,
all the time.
Well, I'm UA, dog. I mess with Under Armour.
Here and there.
Kev on his Adidas kick. He on his Yeezy kick lately. Don't let him tell you differently.
Oh, I do have some.
Yes, he catch you slipping. So what's your favorite pair of sneakers?
Jordan 4, man.
Yeah.
Jordan 4 would be mine, man.
What
Just
colorway?
The one that caught me, that when I think it was 2006, the Lightning. Jordan 4 Lightning, when it came with that jacket, man, I had to get it, man. And ever since then, man, it was just nothing but just bread. I had the bread 4s. I had the mist blue 4s. I had the military. So I'm looking forward to the what the 4 is coming. I know we're gonna probably talk about that in a few, but you know, the Jordan 4 was the one for me that caught my attention and really got me going.
That was a good era there. That 04, 05 period. There was a lot of Jordan 4s.
Yeah, definitely.
Named it the military blue, the mist. They had the cool grays. Obviously, they're just retro.
Cool grays, definitely.
The white and the green. There was a lot of good 4s that came out that year. That period of time.
Definitely.
The lightnings. I definitely remember being on my 56K modem AOL profile, like trying to get them. Everything crashed. Fast forward later, you can't get anything without a computer. So,
they had the black cats. I mean, they had the black cats, the white and silver joints. I can keep going, man. The Jordan 4s were crazy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Kev's a big Jordan 4 guy, so you definitely just.
Oh yeah, we in the building, then we good. We good.
So talk to us. You know, Sneaker Reporter. That's your IG handle and everything.
Yeah.
You know, your actual role, your job is well beyond that. So just tell us how you got started writing, reporting for the NBA, OKC. Really just your story.
Yeah, man. Started out, you know, just a college student in Connecticut. I went to Lincoln College and also did some classes at UConn. So started out there, graduated. But as I was out there, though, you know, I always wanted to make sure that I could still go home, you know, and be able to, you know, visit Boston and visit home, and ended up going to a Celtics game and ran into somebody that I knew my dad. And, you know, he was working with the Celtics at the time. And I was just like, man, how come you never told us, you know, you was doing reporting and stuff? He's like, well, y'all never asked. So, you know, I asked him if he could put me on, and then he ended up retiring, and I took his spot, which was kind of crazy. He kind of handed it over to me. So I started covering the Celtics in 2009, excuse me. So I started covering the Celtics in 2009, and then you know, followed the big 3 over there: KG, Ray Allen, Pierce. Well, the big 4, add Rondo in there, you know what I'm saying? But started out there, just a Boston kid, you know, covering the team. And then it was just one of those where I was always taking pictures of different sneakers that they wore. I got so many pictures of Ray Allen's collection and different things like that. But back then, it's like nobody really understood the vision or understood what I was trying to do. And, you know, it was cool being a journalist at the time, because at that time I was kind of like nervous to be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to go in suit and tie combination, dress shoes. But then, you know, I ran into like Mark Spears and like Stephen A. Smiths and stuff. And they were like, dude, just be yourself. If you want to wear sneakers, like, just be casual with it. So then that's how the Sneaker Reporter kind of came about, because I was able to walk into the locker room, but I was more relatable. You know what I'm saying? If the players are rocking different heat and I'm rocking heat when I walk in there, then we got something to talk about, you know, and it opens up dialogue. So I use that to my advantage, and you know, made it into something that's even more special. So now when I walk in, you know, I can talk to players about sneakers, lifestyle, but also they respect me for talking about the game, because that's what, as a journalist, you want to have that respect on and off the court. So that's something that I had to establish early. So, and I was you know, over there in Boston, and then I wanted to change, man. I'm one of those people, when I get too comfortable, you know what I'm saying, I like to switch it up. So you know, I reached out to OKC and made it happen in the 2014-15 season. So I've been out here in OKC, you know, with I was out here with Russ and KD, and then it turned into PG, Melo, and all those guys. So I've been fortunate to be around some great players that, you know, I've built relationships with, you know, and I consider them friends and definitely business partners as well. So I'm fortunate and blessed, man. So that's kind of how it came about, man. Just kind of fell in my lap, but, you know, I made the best of it, man. Going to All-Star games and covering the USA basketball team and a whole bunch of blessings, man. I'm just fortunate and able to do it for us as a culture.
That's what's up. So, you know, you mentioned you were kind of like a trailblazer in that space, what have you. So what's the biggest change you've seen around the league when it comes to sneakers?
I think the biggest change is, I mean, definitely the rule now. You know, they're letting people wear whatever they want to wear, whatever colors they want to wear. I can remember when the pink foam posits came out, and I was in the locker room with Rondo, and he was like, I'm about to rock these. I was like, yeah, but you about to get fined. And he was like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep rocking whatever I want to rock until they get the picture. I'm just gonna wear what I want. So just seeing how the players used to get fined for even breast cancer awareness kits, just because it was out of uniform code. So just seeing the growth coming from those team shoes back in the day, like them team hyper dunks, you know, all the way to what they are now with the signature shoes and then the Nike ID and the customization on the court. I mean, the evolution of the sneaker game is crazy now, and it's more. And people realize now the difference is when I was in Boston, like it wasn't a business, but now when I'm out in Oklahoma City, since I've been out here, people realize it's a business on and off the court. So people are really paying attention more now. As in back then, they didn't really pay attention to PEs and different things like that.
Right. So aside from that, I just wanted to highlight it. You know, some of the other things you do. You're involved a lot in the community and with the youth.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to someone who wants to essentially follow in your footsteps and maybe report for the NBA or be affiliated with the league?
Definitely would say be persistent. You know what I'm saying? It fell in my hands, but at the same time, a lot of people don't even know that I lost my job back in 2012. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be persistent and stay encouraged. You know what I'm saying? So many times we get caught up with what our friends are doing and what our outside group of friends are what they're doing and hanging out and all that stuff. And I got out of whack and I started hanging out, missing deadlines and different things like that. So you got to be disciplined and really take it serious. Another thing that got me was the fact that I started out at 19. You know what I'm saying? Like the average age for an NBA reporter is to start at 30. So I've been in the game for a while. So just the fact that starting out that early, I didn't have the discipline that I have now. So you got to be disciplined, persistent, and you got to make sure that you set yourself apart. Find a niche in anything you do in life. You know what I'm saying? So when I did the sneaker report thing, that was my niche because I was like, okay, I could rock my sneakers, be able to get the attention of the players, but at the same time, I could still be professional and get my job done as a reporter. So I knew how to like balance it. You know, now there's so many people in locker rooms rocking sneakers, just trying to, follow the wave and stuff. But at the end of the day, people inside the NBA know what's up, and I appreciate them. So I would say be persistent, definitely.
Right. Perfect. So that being said, what is your most memorable like NBA moment or in general moment in your career covering the NBA?
Man, whew. I'll probably say my Kobe story. My Kobe story is probably the best one I have. I was trying to interview Kobe, and with the iPhone, if somebody calls you, it stops video. So I'm trying to interview him, and my mom called me mid-interview. So she called me mid-interview, and it just wiped the whole thing out. So I finished it. I finished the interview, but at the end, I was just like, "Hey, Kobe, just wanted to let you know, the video didn't go through. Is there any way I can ask a couple more questions?" And he was like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "Well, my mom called or whatever." He was like, "I ain't got more." He was like, "I ain't got time for you, mama's boy. I'm good." I was like, "Man." So he was like, "I'm all set, mama's boy," or whatever. So then the next time he saw me, he was like, "Mama's boy." He was like, "You got your video ready?" I was like, he remembered that. So it was so crazy. So that just kind of like stuck with us throughout the years. And then when he came to OKC, just to be able to interview him for his last away game in his career, that was big time for me. So, call me mama's boy then too. Like, and it was just like the ultimate Kobe moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everything came full circle. But that was cool. And then being able to interview Steph Curry for about 30, 40 minutes. I think that was one of the biggest interviews I had in my career, because that was the transition from Nike to Under Armour. And I was one of the first people that got that scoop. And being able to talk to him about that was cool. Another moment that happened that was really cool was when the LeBron 10 came out, when obviously he was on Miami. Miami was a rival of the Celtics at the time. But I had a Nike ID of a South Beach. I made my own South Beach. And I wore it to that game, and I remember LeBron was like, "Yo, you gotta take those off your feet. I gotta show." He was like, "I gotta show Wade and Norris Cole." So he went and showed them or whatever. I took it off my feet, showed it to him. He was like, "Man, them joints are crazy right there." So like they all like was laughing and everything. Was like, "Yo, these are fire." Blah blah blah. they started following me on Instagram and stuff and Twitter, and then they slowly unfollowed though. But we're gonna regain that. We're gonna regain that though. But it was like one of those moments where it was like, yeah, y'all follow for a second though. Y'all know what's up. And so I had so many. I'm blessed, man. I've had so many opportunities. I mean, even with Russ, you know, with and that's something I was gonna show y'all with Jordan Brand hooking me up. And even when Russ got traded, man, it was one of those where there was like a sea of people, probably like 100 people around him. And he came up to me and like went through the whole sea of the crowd and was like, thanks, Trav, for everything you did for me, man. Since I've been in Oklahoma City, he was like, I appreciate you. And he was like, you know, your work doesn't go unnoticed. And that's all that matters to me, man. Right. So those are a couple of stories that stand out.
No, that's what's up. I'm pretty sure we could probably have like our own special on just those moments. So I definitely appreciate those tidbits. And you hit a couple of my favorite people there, Kobe, Curry. So that's what's up. Yeah, exactly, man. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, PG's another one too. He's a brother of mine, man. I consider Paul George a brother. Like, he's the first All-Star that I actually sat down and interviewed for a long time too. So he's nothing but family, man. He looked out for me all his time in Oklahoma City too. So that's another one. I got stories for days with Paul George.
Yeah, PG seems super chill.
Yeah.
So, you know, you mentioned it's a blessing and everything. 2K's out. 2K20. You know, talk about 2K, how you got linked up with Ronnie, and how you got your name and everything into the game.
Yeah. Man, it just kind of fell in my lap again, man. It was just one of those things where you know, the 2K team reached out to me and was like, "Hey, man, we see the hard work you're putting in. We definitely want to get you in the game." And it was a blessing, man. I didn't know for sure if I was gonna be in the first one. I was in 2K18. That was my first one, and I didn't know if it was gonna happen until the game actually came out, because my copy got delayed in the shipping. So I had to go. I went and bought it. I was like, bump that. I'm not waiting. I need to know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I saw my name in there, man, just called my mom and my sister and just cried and shared that moment with them. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up, that's all we play is video games and stuff. You know, so to be able to be enshrined in a video game that dope and something that, you know, we definitely play as a culture, you know, just to be in that game, it meant a lot to me. So called them up, and it was just a blessing, man, just to be able to be in the social media. This year I snuck in my sneaker reporter shirt on my image, so now like they see they don't understand, but I'm sneaking some advertising in there. You know what I'm saying? So I got the brand, I got the shirts in there, I got the sneaker reporter, and then next year hopefully we can get that in-game vibe going, like how they got David Aldridge. So I'm trying to work on that too, and I got my agent working on that as well. So something I'm trying to work on for 2K21.
That's awesome. That's what's up. Yeah, I don't play that much anymore. I used to a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna challenge anybody, that's for sure. But Marcus and Kevin, they're kind of our resident gamers. So I don't know.
My son plays 2K. He just got the new one, and he doesn't come off the Xbox. I play more Call of Duty. I like to shoot fucks and get off.
That's how I am with GTA, man. So I feel you.
Yeah.
So if anybody who want that smoke, you know, to hit these guys up, don't hit me up.
I know Process. He's the Call of Duty master.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Oh, okay.
So last question here, essentially, and I'll open it up to the panel. Obviously, big changes in OKC. You touched on it. Russ is gone, PG gone, what have you, kind of in a rebuilding stage. That being said, like, where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Man, it's so crazy because this is actually it's so crazy because last year was my actual last season with them. And then all of a sudden, my family was like, nah, give it one more year. And I was like, all right, I'll do one more year or whatever like that. So this year I'm actually this is gonna be the last year unless something crazy happens. Mm-hmm. But it was one of those where it was like, Mom, I could have already been out of here if I knew PG and them would leave. If I knew they were leaving, right. I would have stepped out. But this fan base is so loyal to me, man, and I owe a lot of my success to the Oklahoma City Thunder fans and just Oklahoma City in general, you know, because they just look out for me, man. Nothing but blessings come my way out here. A lot of businesses out here, they rock with me. Free food, whatever, gas, you know what I'm saying? They hooked me up, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely something I wouldn't experience if I was in Boston. You know what I'm saying? So in Boston, you're a number. In Oklahoma City, you're a name because that's the only team they have. Right. So they put a lot of attention on the team. So the next couple years, man, I don't know what's up. I could still be out here, but all I know is I'm going to continue to work hard and keep my foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be the best reporter I could ever be, man. Like I just want to be able to make sure that our culture is represented, but at the same time as a sneakerhead that we're represented at the same time. So it's a blessing because being out here, I've been able to work with Nike, Jordan Brand, you know, even Under Armour's reached out, like different brands are reaching out and stuff like that. So as a sneakerhead, that's definitely dope. Like just being able to go to Nike headquarters and be in some of those meetings and different things like that, you know, extremely humbling. So I just want to continue to push the envelope and get as good as I can, man. I want to, my next thing I do want to do, my goal, I do want to cover an NFL team. So that's definitely on the rise right there. I want to be able to get in Madden. That's the next goal for me. I'm in 2K. Let me get in Madden. So that's the next one. So if I can get in that, I'll definitely be dope. And then I want to get to some of these sneaker events too. So those are some of the goals I want, man. I sometimes I get a little mad because I'm like, man, y'all send me the product, but y'all don't be sending me to the events or give me an invite. Give me an invite. I can get there. You feel me? Right. Like, give me the opportunity, you know. And I feel like sometimes I don't get that, but I'm gonna work on it, man. So that's what I'm working towards, man.
Yeah, no doubt. We could even talk offline on about some of that stuff and whatnot.
Definitely. Let's do it.
I would throw a little something in there because you mentioned NFL and everything. I didn't even touch too much on the Sooners. I had notes on it, but just talk to us about like how you got into covering college, what that experience is like versus the NBA, because it's college football and that's one of those craziest sports that we have in this country. So shed a little bit light on that.
Yeah, man. It's so crazy because like some of the reporters out here, you know, they're already linked to the college football scene because they're from here. So, you know, a couple of them were like, hey, we can get you in there if you want to get in there. You can cover some of the Jordan cleats, you know, Jordan sneakers that the men's and women's basketball team wears. So they was like, that'll be something good for your brand or whatever. So I was like, hey, let's try to get it going. And, you know, it just kind of, like I said, things fall in my lap. I don't know how, man. They just fall in my lap, man, where people, you know, present opportunity and they give me the platform to do what I want to do. So one of the other reporters put in a word for me, and then it just went from there. And, you know, like I said, I can't thank them enough, man. Oklahoma's definitely been a great state. Oklahoma City's been amazing to me. If I ever was to leave, it would definitely hurt me because I felt like a lot of the fans made me who I am today, and a lot of the players that were here helped me get to where I am. But at the same time, like I said, I'm one of those people, I don't like being comfortable. So I like to be able to move around if it's possible. But I want to dip into everything. I feel like I can cover the NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, and college. And that's what I want to get to with the Sneaker Reporter brand. So that's what I'm working on.
What's up? Brooklyn might not be a bad landing spot.
Hey, man, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this much, man. I looked into some real estate over there, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, so you can stay in Jersey, dog. It's all good. Yeah.
Hey, if you got a room for me, let me know.
He got a wing. He got a wing.
I'm a little far from the city. I know how convenient it is, but I got people. I got realtors out here that'll definitely look you out. So all
right, we might have to make something happen.
We'll talk offline, man.
Okay, I got some tickets on deck if need be.
Oh, say less.
All right. And you know your boys there. You know your boys there.
Oh,
so
yeah. That's for sure.
And that's my guy, so we good.
You already know. Like I said, we'll talk offline.
We'll talk offline.
But I'll open it up to the panel. I did jot down a question from the chat, so I'll definitely get that to that, Malik. But I just want to open it up to Kev and to Marcus and just see what questions they might have.
I'm good. You hit on everything.
Yeah, you hit everything I wanted to hit too. And then go ahead and ask Malik.
Oh damn! So I did a pretty good job then. So we got a question from the chat. I pulled this from Malik. Okay. He asked, "What would be a better way to showcase and promote sneaker culture in the NBA?"
I feel like it's already happening. Honestly, if you look at it, like with them being able to express themselves with customization, different Nike IDs. And then on top of that, you got a lot of these players got their own YouTubes and their social medias that they express, you know, what they're gonna wear ahead of the games and stuff now. So I think we just got to continue to do that. Bring awareness to the sneaker, the sneaker community through the players even before they hit the court. Because sometimes, like for instance, Paul George, like he always, and I used to hate it, but he started catching on to what I do. So what he would do is pregame, he would just wear some beaters, and then when the game started, he'll come out with some hot stuff during it, right when the game's about to tip off. Yeah, so then it goes out the same time. But every now and then he'll be like, "You can get the exclusive, I'll give it to you," or whatever like that. So so it's just one of those where I know when to make sure that I can put out information, and then I know when to back up. Right. But I think like I said, I think the NBA is doing a great job now. They got the NBA Kicks account. No shade to them. And WNBA Kicks. Yeah, no shade to any of them. I feel like the thing about it is once you start doing something and you start that wave, people are gonna catch on to that wave and monetize the wave. So as long as people inside the NBA and like the big companies, they know what's up with me and they know that I'm gonna try to get everything first, no matter what. I live by Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you last. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's just how I look at it. So if I don't put the information or the content out there first, then I feel like I'm last. So I think we're all doing a great job in the NBA, and the sneaker community is definitely getting a blessing by seeing some of the customization that's going on. I think people like Montrezl Harrell's, like and Kuz, those are the people that are gonna start the wave and that trend of just being able to wear whatever you want nonstop and being able to get sponsored by like a StockX and different things like that.
Right. You got to go with it with Kuz. I think PJ just kind of expand on your answer there. PJ's definitely done a lot. The fact that they did change the rule gives more exposure to different types of shoes, brands, and shedding light on these customizers. My boy Andrew, he customized for a lot of these athletes.
Definitely. Shout out to Andrew.
For sure. ESPN, they were actually at SneakerCon this past weekend. They recorded for the Undefeated. They interviewed a couple people, JC, and grabbed several people to talk about like just different releases, iterations, what they were wearing. They were covering, essentially covering the event. So that in and of itself is giving, mainstream exposure. And as hip hop and sneaker culture, continue to be the wave that is that leading charge of the culture, you're going to see sneakers really propelled to the top there. Definitely.
My thing is I just hate sometimes when they monetize off what we create. You feel me?
Sure.
And that definitely gets to me sometimes because I'm like, at least respect our culture, the sneaker culture and the music culture. If you're going to monetize, don't just have somebody coming in here that just going to talk and don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that bothers me. But just to add to that though, Andrew definitely he hooked up my media day kicks, so I'm gonna have those ready to go. So I'm looking forward to I gotta come with that heat, man, because the Thunder ain't got nobody now, so I gotta hold it down. You feel me? I gotta
get all the exclusives. I hear that. I gotta
do my part, man.
Drew and I were talking about that, so I can't wait for those to actually hit the gram and everything. So I'll definitely be reposting. You already know.
I appreciate that.
No doubt. So, Kev, take it away, man. Let's keep it going.
And transition to what's in the box.
Because I envy your normal life. I'm down, baby. It seems that envy is my sin. Oh, what's in the box?
What's in the box? Sponsored by the Container Store. This is when we talk about our latest pickups. And then, Marcus, are you ready for the pickups this week?
I'm ready, man. I mean, we're going to see if this app is going to work, but I'm ready.
Right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Y'all always want to go last, so I'm going to go ahead and go first.
I'll go last.
Yeah, because you're probably going to burn us.
Yeah, you can
guess. I ain't burning nobody.
You do that.
So since it's been 2 weeks, I got a few pairs, but I'm going to go through them real fast. The Obsidian ones, everybody got that, so I'm tired of looking at them myself. I don't want to see them no damn more, honestly. These right here, I love the Air Max 90, the vinyls. I love this. Such a dope pair, man. I mean, but yeah, one of my favorites. Picked up a Grail finally. The Witherspoons.
Ooh, I see you.
Yeah, I had to go and do it.
How'd you get those, Marcus?
We're not gonna talk about that. That's a family discussion. We're not gonna do that. But what's in the box? A Nike ID came. Actually, both pairs finally came in, but this is my pair that I did, and I fell in love with these, and it also took me back to my creativeness, and it's making me want to go back into doing some custom type stuff. So I think that might be the direction I'm gonna get back into.
That's dope, right? Was that cement on there?
Nah, it's all denim, man. It's denim and corduroy.
Oh, that's denim. Okay, I couldn't really tell.
And it's distressed. It came distressed.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Got that corduroy from the
got my creative juice. Got my creative juices flowing again. So
very nice, very nice. Good job, old man.
I try.
All right, you want to go?
I just want to shout out a few people. Yeah, I'll go. It don't matter. Right. I wanted to shout out Skinner and his group. Excuse me, Kicks Connect. I got the entire Kobe undefeated pack. I just took these off my feet actually. This is the Lakers colorway, but I got them all. So they eventually will hit my gram. And then I ended up picking up these puppies. The satin black toes.
Where'd you get those from?
I got these from SneakerCon. I got a really good deal. I hooked up with a company, Astrolab. So this is their sticker. Hopefully we get that in focus. So they're new. So everyone's familiar with StockX and GOAT. Essentially, what they do is they are trying to fill that trade space. So they're trying to connect buyer A, B, who are looking to move pairs. So you have an MCA, right? But you're looking for a Chicago Off-White. They're going to connect the dot to make that, so they can play that middleman service, authenticator, and in that trade space. So I was able to link with them, and that's how I got that pair.
That's dope.
That's it.
Oh, okay. So I will. I picked up these a week or two ago. FIBA 4. Did I even show these? Did I on the last show?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you did, but you picked them up.
I think you did.
Did I? Maybe I did.
No, I don't know.
I don't think
I have
you
no
did.
idea. I don't even know.
I didn't because
so.
I only had 3. And then also I got Kristen's shoe. Shout out to K Black. She designed this. I know you've seen it all over the gram, and I think it was really dope.
And on Serena's feet.
Serena.
On Serena's feet.
Yeah.
Shout out KB.
Yeah, those are so dope. I missed. They sold out today.
Yeah, man. The crazy part was when I went to go get it, man. They just didn't have my size, man. They didn't have my size. It was still available, but I was like, do I go 11 and a half when I'm a 12?
True to size.
Nah, I didn't do it.
I went.
I didn't do it.
I ended up picking up an 11. Yeah, I went up half size because everything been running really snug. I didn't need it though. But in typical Molly Mall fashion, I did double up.
Of course, you said you were, so
absolutely.
And then I also got my creative juices flowing. I got a pair of the Levi's Air Max 90s. I love these things, and I don't really wear too many Air Max. I actually wear more Yeezys than Air Max, but I've been wearing these, the past couple days.
Yeah, I think you got the second best pair out there. I think it was the second best pair.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm actually like, damn, should I have made those? But
need to see it again.
I'm saying
those are cold right there.
You gotta have that white to black, and separate that. You know what I'm saying?
We'll
you gotta balance it. You gotta balance it. Yeah.
I knew everybody was gonna go white. That's why I didn't do white.
Separation. You definitely want midsole separation, but
I knew everybody was
we can settle this very easily. Get a split screen and throw it on the midsole page. Drop a poll, and we'll figure it out.
Well, Marcus, because more people like Marcus.
Go to Instagram and look at his post and look at my post when we first got him, and that'll tell you the story right there.
Nah, man, that's different.
Message.
That's different though.
But Trav, what you got, bro? What you got to show off today?
Man, I didn't know we was doing latest releases, so I'm gonna have to.
They're all latest releases for you. You're the guest.
Show them PEs.
Well, this one just came in the other day. If I can get it out the box now. Now I don't want to cooperate, but I got the Westbrook.
If you had a container store box, you'd be able to.
Well, the thing is, I still got to take stuff out, man.
Okay.
So yeah, I got the Westbrook joints.
Okay.
Jordan Brand sent me those.
How
I
are
got
in
those.
person?
They're crazy, bro. The material. Actually, I have a sample pair, so I don't even have the pair that went to the public. So the materials are like crazy. Like, let me see if y'all can see it. Like,
Got
this
that.
is actual like that's actual like the skin. I don't know if you can
King
see it
Jaffe.
though. Yeah, that King Jaffe Joe. You feel me? But so yeah, I got that. And then I was gonna pull these out because I know Molly's gonna feel some type of way. So I figured I'd throw these on him real quick.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Had to, something light.
Yeah.
Bring out them yellow lobsters for him. And then wanted to show some exclusives real quick. I got the Cleveland Cavaliers NBA Finals 32.
Oh, is it Jeff Green?
Yeah, Jeff Green. Yep, but he gave me my own.
Nice.
So I got that. And then I want to leave y'all with something, which is crazy to me, but it's iconic. So I got the Duke PGs.
Hey, the blowouts.
So the blowouts.
Yeah.
So I got the blowouts. That Zion wore. So I figured I'd throw those. I haven't shown nobody yet because they told me to be cool with it. But yeah. So those are some of the newest pickups I got. I got a couple more. Like I got the Sunburst pack. I got a couple different things, but this stuff that I gotta. Matter of fact, hold on. Since we on the school wave, I got these joints chilling here, the Oregon joints.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a whole bunch of stuff that's just sitting around the house. But yeah, man, I just try to stay low key because I don't need Nike on me. You know how the feds be.
I feel you.
Yeah, for real.
The sneaker feds be watching me too much.
Moving gonna suck.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna suck, man. It's gonna suck. But yeah.
See some movers that
Damn,
don't have sticky
well,
fingers.
Marcus, I don't know. Yeah, for real. But
yeah.
That's what we got. Marcus, what's coming out, man?
Share your screen.
It's coming.
Be on deck, ready to go. Bing.
Take your time, man. Don't let them rush greatness.
You don't got a choice. You go too fast, you might fall down.
You got that jitterbug computer.
Y'all seen anything yet?
Nah.
See you.
Nah, we just see you.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Get the
We good?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump to the 12th. You got the Sakai Nike LD Waffle Pine Green. Definitely a shoe I need to get now since we know that Travis is moved back on the calendar.
Need those.
Yeah.
Definitely need those.
Were you about to,
those are
pledge,
tough.
AKA?
That's what it looked like.
I can pull it off, Kev. You can't, so just leave them where they
I know, man. Because you're more feminine than me.
are. Call it what you want. If feminine means
we getting personal on here, huh?
If feminine means stylish, then I'll take that.
I guess so. You got flair. Hey.
I do like that colorway too. I like that black with the white.
Oh yeah, it's clean.
Yeah.
The black is dope. The black is dope. I mean, I'll take any pair. I mean, of course, I prefer the pine green because again, I'm a colorful type dude. But then you got the white pair
Rainbows
coming out.
Yeah, I don't really rock with the white like that. I get stuff dirty too quick.
Right. I'm not a white shoe lover myself, so
yeah,
I'm kind of racist on that.
Same.
I rock it white.
All right, then you got some Skepta Nike Shocks. I don't think we want to look at those.
Man, I ain't rocking with them.
Then we got the undefeated Nike Kobe 4 Pro Tro, the Black Mamba.
Yeah,
dropping on the
those
13th.
Those are tough.
Pretty fun. Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't have had the full midsole should have been white or another color in my opinion. The black on the toe kind of throws me off.
I like that half and half though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't mind the half and half. I just don't mind it being. I just don't like that it's muted with black. Like if that was another colorway.
What they doing with the bottom with the outer sole? Let me see the bottom.
Outsole, it looks a little milky.
Yeah, it's got a milky look.
Yeah,
but
I ain't feeling that.
Tragedies.
Right.
Unless it glows in the dark.
That's what I was saying. It doesn't look like it has that glow tint, but if it does, that's pretty dope.
That would be dope. Yeah, they'll add it.
I think it's just I think it's just for the oxidation, personally.
Oh,
Gotcha.
that's actually kind of dope. I like the white pair.
What? The Huaraches?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, yeah. What y'all think about the Huarache adapts?
I like the white pair. The yellow pair ain't too bad either.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. It look like a banana. That look straight like a banana.
I don't know if
It looked like the Kobe, the NXTs.
They do look
The
like
ones with the
NXT,
straps.
Yeah. Yeah. They do.
But I think it's dope that they keep implementing the technology on different, silhouettes.
Yeah,
just
I
can't
mean,
wait to see the first
they just gotta.
actual
I wish.
signature.
Yeah, I wish it was just like a more like one of the Huaraches that we rock with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like they did it on the wrong model.
Mm-hmm. You got to try to integrate the cables and everything else. So
they made them look like
for the
Puma.
automation technology, it looks like a whole different silhouette altogether.
Yeah, it looks like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Name on it.
Like a Puma.
Yeah.
Then we got another React dropping, the black, white, and Vogue dropping on the 13th.
I ain't feeling those.
Trash.
Now it's got a lot going on. It's like a what the React.
Yeah,
it's got a lot. It's got suede
woven pattern.
Yeah, it's got all kinds of
looks
shit.
like a little bit of rubber on it, a little bit of suede, synthetic, like too much going on.
That's a pass, definitely.
Yeah, that's an ass.
All right, then you got the John Elliott, the icon, dropping in a couple colorways.
Man,
I
did like the pink ones. I was gonna say I like the pink joints. Yeah, the pink joints is tough.
The pink is dope.
Yeah. I'll pass on the white joints.
I'll pass on
the first pair that came out, the white and black pair, there was a lot of defects. I remember mine had like some crazy glue stain on the toe box. I had to hit them up like, yeah, I either need a refund or a new pair, like stat.
Yeah.
And in case everybody hadn't heard, the Travis Scott supposedly rumored to be moved to October.
Damn.
We probably will see a
heard
chop
that.
drop.
Yeah.
But it's not coming out this weekend. So
more money.
You got more time, save your monies.
Yeah,
That's true.
Right,
I'm waiting for that Yeezy basketball, man. Let's get it going, man. What's up? I'm waiting for that.
I wouldn't mind checking.
Listen,
those out.
I want to
These
see it.
These guys don't like Yeezy.
I wear Yeezys. I had Yeezys on this weekend. You know I travel in Yeezys.
I got Yeezys on right now.
And that's all we got. Unless y'all want to look at any of these Yeezys.
I'm good on the desert boot salt, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think we got the core of what's coming out. I more so want to jump into some of these topics.
Let's do it.
Get it.
I'm down.
So Marcus, all right, here go the topic. Topics. Hold up 1 second. Let me fix this. There we go. All right, topics. This is sponsored by 8-9 Manufacturing Company. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit the link in the description. Get yourself some 8-9 gear. And this topic, we're going to talk about sneakers, stopping the bots. What? Ma, you want to run with the ball?
Yeah, man, let's keep it going. So obviously everyone here, collectors, everyone, usual suspect chat, you guys are no stranger to bots. We've seen bots being promoted. There are cook groups. You can go online. You can Google, YouTube. You can try to make your own bot. You could be a bot, whatever the case may be. But ultimately, you talk about what are the company's responsibilities to combat bots, right? Because I feel like as a manual purchaser, they stop me more than the bots, like the captures and everything else. Like the bots have a bypass for that. Meanwhile, it's tripping me up talking about auto. I don't think you're a human. I'm like, bro, like I just answered everything. You just gave me 22 cars and I clicked every single one of them. So, that being said, to put money and resources into something that doesn't give you value in a return, it's a hard ask. But as a consumer, I think it's important, especially as we think about the culture and everything else moving forward. So we'll go around the horn, 2 cents about that. Companies and bots, what are your thoughts and feelings and what should be done there?
Well, I'll go first. I think it's dope that they finally have done something. And basically what they did was they took the certain drops from the URL from the website, because that's how the bots were able to get in there, and made it strictly on the app. So you're seeing a lot of bots not come up with the actual shoe and people actually getting the shoe, which is awesome to me, because you saw a lot of people get these Obsidian ones, where I thought for a minute that it was going to be a tough grab. I had to go ahead and get them early, just because I wanted to make sure that I got them. But it was fairly easy. I ended up, I could have gotten 4 pairs. But you know, I think it's good that they're finally. You don't do with all those, man.
Where's them on my feet?
But yeah, you know, I think that it's good that somebody's finally doing it. Now you still have to worry about the Foot Lockers, the Foot Sites, and you know, Detail Art, all those other ones. They're still gonna, you know, be bot heavy. But I mean, you do have a good chance with getting on Nike. But Nike sometimes they take some of their stock down when they release them early. So they'll release them early on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day, and then drop them on Saturday. So they sell out super fast on Saturday. But
my only concern, these people are smart, man. People who operate these bots, like, they're good. They're gonna figure out how to get a bypass or how to do it on the app, you know, because there are bots for the sneakers app and stuff like that. So I feel like short term it's great, depending on the amount of resources that it's going to take for the upkeep and to be one step ahead of these guys. You know, it might be a moot point. And Dabs touched upon it, Daniel Dabs in the comment. And you know, if it's not making the company money, it's not reasonable on our end to think that they're going to continue to put resources to stop it. Like, if the shoe's going to sell, then what motivation do they have?
But I think they need to let a certain amount of people get the shoe. Otherwise, people get out of that, they lose the appetite for it.
You think so? Because I mean, after all the years that bot's been around, have you lost appetite for it? I haven't.
But it's different though, because there's different levels. Like, they'll dangle the carrot and give you a couple releases that you want, but then, you know, those real hard to get ones, they're few and far between. You know what I'm saying? So if they make it so just bots eat up all the shoes and you got to buy them from a secondary source, then I think that that's going to shave off a lot of people wanting to get them. Especially
Trav, what do you
fakes.
think, man?
Yeah, Trav, my bad.
No, you good. Mike, you good? Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, man. I'm straight.
My thought process on it is I just feel like, you know, back in the day, definitely the bots looked out for me. You know, I had a couple of bots. I know a couple of people that got some good bot systems that make it happen. I even bought a couple myself back probably like around 2012-ish, when I really wasn't having too much luck and I didn't want to do the camp out. But I think now, though, with the sneakers app and the fact that they're actually, you know, they're going out of their way to make sure that the consumer can has a lot more access to the shoes that they want, as in previously. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, like, I had to really like keep trying to buy bots and had to stay up late. But I like the sneakers app and what they're doing with the draw now. That's dope. You know, a lot of people, again, you know, you might not have luck all the time, but I've hit on there a couple of times on Fair God and a couple other things. So I like the direction that it's going, and I think that the apps are getting better. And I think we don't give enough credit to Foot Locker and them where you can actually reserve it in the app and then just go pick it up. I think that's actually dope too, because that helps with the lines and all that. Back in the day, like, if you try to do a line, I mean, you at the DMP pack, when I was camping out for that package, like, I was in line. I got my pair. When I came out, I saw somebody get robbed right across the street.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? At gunpoint for that package. So it's just the fact that you can do everything from your phone now, from the laptop and everything like that. I think it helps out a lot more. Yeah, I mean, like what Flashy said, I try on Foot Locker though. Finish line, I don't get no luck, but Foot Locker, they be looking out. So I usually get a lot of luck on Foot Locker.
Foot Locker and Champs. Finish line is a no-no.
Oh yeah, you ain't getting that.
Finish line.
That's
finish line. Nah.
DTLR, Kicks USA, they all have like what is it? The splash screen up there. I'm like, nah, man, it's a wrap.
I ain't doing that.
That's the bot. Or the ad that you add it to cart, then they hit you in the queue. I'm like, oh, nope, Shopify bot's eating right now. I'm out.
But Cap makes a good point when he says the internet has enough say in seeing how this one block worked, and humans scored is justified. I mean, I've seen from this release, I've seen more people with W's on a shoe that wasn't supposed to be so many pairs out there as I've seen in a long time, you know. So if this worked on this release, this is something they need to keep doing, especially on a non-GR release. Whatever you did, keep doing it, or switch it up a little bit if you feel like the box is gonna get in. All you gotta do is throw a couple of tweaks in there right before you make the drop.
So the Obsidian still let you go on the desktop, because I tried to add a cart. I did add the cart. Well, I tried to buy. I didn't actually win on the desktop. I went on my app, but the funny thing is, and I don't know if it's just because my URL is blocked or what, but when I tried on the mobile, it tells me I get an error saying that like nothing was available. But of course, if you try to log in while the release is going, then it's over. Or for a draw, you know, because the servers are jammed. But listen, if they're willing to put the resources and the manpower behind it, I say it's great. You know, as a consumer, that's amazing. So kudos.
Let's hit the
facts, Chaz. I agree with Chaz in the chat. Foot Locker take care of me. Yep. As long as I handle my business, you right.
The RCP is great. Don't get me wrong. Even though the employee tried to hide my pair.
One thing.
For real?
Yeah, I went up
there.
They were looking. Oh yeah, last the Obsidians. I went to pick those up. They couldn't find them for a half hour.
I need all my.
Mm-hmm.
My man's trying to hit the eBay market with those.
Facts. Next topic.
The ZO2s. They weren't ready.
Oh man.
Yeah. So listen, I speculated this when they first dropped it, when he was going through Summer League and everything, and he was rocking all the different brands, the Kobe's, this and that, and they were like, "Oh no, he's just marketing. He's still trying to, land a deal, this and the third." And then, he ended up linking up with Brand Black to actually put out his Zoes. That product wasn't ready. You could tell, like even from the sample and everything, like it was bulky. It looked like my kids had just sewn some stuff together, like a combination of like a basketball shoe, a house slipper, and a moccasin. Like that was not ready for the court. So for those who are unfamiliar, Zoe basically admitted that the product wasn't ready, and that they had like multiple pairs for him because he had to switch them out every quarter. So like as he was playing with them, they were literally just falling apart. And of course, there was a mean price tag on the shoe, and everyone's pretty familiar with like that Triple B hype and LeVar and everything else, what have you. So I don't know. What's your reaction to that? Like, if you cop that, are you pissed? Is it like, oh, you already knew it was going to be that? I was just getting it, for like a trophy piece or something like that. Like, what are your thoughts when you hear, Zoe kind of, spill the truth on the whole process there?
I think the craziest thing, and I didn't mean to cut in if anybody was going to go.
No, you got it.
Crazy thing for me, as soon as he said that, I actually bought a pair after. Like, bought a pair right after. Because at the end of the day, like, I wanted to see what he's talking about, but at the same time, I was able to get mine for the low. Like, I got mine for $150. So I was like, let me. I got the all blue pair, and I was like,
you got the Brand Black pair?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's
different.
What was it? The 2?
The Zoes, the original joints that he was wearing. The Summer League. Yeah, because once he linked up with Brand Black, basically all they did was they took their I forgot the exact freaking model that they had.
I remember they had the same exact model or whatever. Like yeah.
It looked exactly the same. They tweaked it a bit, added the branding, and then marked it up.
Yeah, that's the one I got with the triple blue.
Okay.
So I ended up getting that one for $150. So I want to see what it's about. Obviously I'm not playing NBA basketball, but when they definitely come to when the Pelicans come this way, I'm definitely gonna rock them. So just to let them know I support. My thing is it's all about supporting the vision. You know what I'm saying? And being able to just let them know that okay, y'all messed up, but figure out how to make it better. So the next time around, if there is a next time, then it could be a lot better. I thought that the quality was could have been better, but the thing is, a lot of people build off of hype, and that's something that we got. That's what the hype beast is. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as that price tag came out, I remember Ocho Cinco got a pair, Jay-Z, like people were buying pairs. You know what I'm saying? So they were supporting.
That was the pre-order joints.
Yeah. So people were
That
supporting
was before
from
he
the
linked
jump.
with Brand Black. Yeah.
Yep. But people were supporting their movement. So just being able to go over to that new one, to the Brand Black version,
Oh
it
yeah,
was one
for
of those
sure.
situations where, I'm looking at it like they're making money, but at the same time, the fact that he came out like that and told you what it was, I think that speaks volumes for who he is as a person, because you're putting your brand and your family on blast, but it's gonna bring awareness and improvement too.
Right. And at the end of the day, he was the only one actually wearing them on the court. So it's not like he put anyone else in jeopardy. Essentially he put his own career in jeopardy. And it was all pre-orders. They were still trying to, work out the kinks to get shoes to the consumer. And then basically they were like, we're in trouble. And Brand Black, which is, run by Skechers, or was at the time, basically saved their startup, Yeah. So, Kev, what do you think?
Man, I don't know. He was just trying to sell something, I think. I don't think he believed it. I think he was just trying to pacify his dad, honestly. Like, I don't think that he wanted to play in something that was fresh. He wanted to play in some Nikes. He wanted to pay, and I think that LeVar blew that for him. So, he was like, all right, well, I'm going to do what you want me to do. I think at this point, with him saying that, I think that he's open to other things. Did he get signed with anybody yet? Or is he staying with?
Not that I know of. My thing is, my thing on the whole situation, like, at the end of the day, it's your shoe, and I think that was something that really played a part in it, because he wanted to go into the league with his own shoe. So I don't even think, even if
everything else.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even think if Nike or Adidas or somebody was like, "Hey, we'll offer you this," it was all about having his own shoe from the get go. So regardless if it worked or not, he was gonna do what he was gonna do just to profit.
Well, when we first talked about this before it all happened, I called failure from day one, and I think a lot of it was because of my feeling about his dad and the things he does. Because in all honesty, me as a kid coming out of school, if my dad came and said, "Hey, we're gonna go to this Brand Black and get you a shoe," and then I got Nike over here saying, "Hey, we're gonna give you a shoe," I'm going with Nike.
Or even a chance to wear Nikes that, exclusive to you or people on your level. I think that would be more appealing to me than to have a terrible looking shoe that I got to change every quarter.
Yeah. Right. And I just think it was. I mean, I think it was doomed to fail from the beginning. And it's kind of made a mockery of the kid and who he is and what he's supposed to represent on the court, because what he's had to deal with his dad, what he's had to deal with now this shoe. They had to come out and say, "Hey, I'm sorry." Did he say I'm sorry? Did he apologize?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah. He did like a mini apology.
Okay.
But my thing is he was messing up himself.
Exactly.
Because if you look at it, he's getting hurt. And that's messing up your money because you're not on the court. You feel me? So
I think you could.
What?
Go ahead.
Let's finish that one.
Now I was gonna say him not being on the court is messing up the money that he could make in the future anyway. So you get paid in the NBA by how you play, not how you look.
Mm-hmm. Big facts.
No, I was gonna say, I think that was him kind of shedding the past. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell he's separating himself from LeVar. Like, he wants to be his own entity. He wants to be his own man. He's no longer in LA. He's not in anyone's shadow. Well, he's in Zion's shadow, but
I'm about to say he's still got a shadow.
But it's a fresh start, right? So they get to build something from the ground up, essentially. AD is gone. It's their show. It's a Young Gunner show. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm gonna leave all that in the past, and then I can kind of like purge and admit my sins. Here's my mistakes. Because there's a lot going on too with whatever that business partner was who was messing with the money and everything like that. His first couple of years have been a debacle, to say the least. And now he kind of just gets to kind of come into his own, get a fresh start, and do his thing the way that maybe he wants to do it. A lot of the decisions and a lot of the path that he was going on was based on LeVar. And, I'm sure he wanted to be with Nike. Who wouldn't? Marcus, you touched on that. I want to be with Nike. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you go in with your dad as the mouthpiece and he screws it up, then you got to backpedal. It's like, all right, well, now I got to rock with it because I've already chosen to let you represent me or to do this. So, now you could tell he's maturing as an adult, he's becoming his own man and everything else. And he's like, nah, I'm not rocking with that. Like, this is me. This is what we're doing.
I mean, if I was in his shoes, I still would have did what I did. I still would have did that because it's something about having your own. You know what I'm saying? He was the first rookie in NBA history to have his own shoe coming into the league. I mean, when you want to be able to set a boundary and set the bar high, that's what you do it by. And on top of that, a couple of other players, remember Markelle Fultz and a couple of other players were thinking about going with Big Baller Brand too. So it wasn't like it was just one, by just him. It was more so talks around other players too, at least thinking about it. So just being able to have your own, that speaks volumes.
And I think he still could have did that. I mean, but he could have did a lifestyle model, not go out there on the court and play in a shoe that know is not gonna contain you for a full game. Have a lifestyle shoe. No.
My theory is you won't get money. You won't make the money if you don't see it on the court. Right. And that's the thing. So you got to have it on the court no matter what. Even with Westbrook, he tried to do lifestyle shoes like, give me them ZO2s, give me the 0.1s and 0.2s on the court. We're not worried about the Vans that you're wearing off the court. You know what I'm saying?
There's not too many lifestyle sneakers from signature athletes that do well, and that includes Kobe, LeBron, Westbrook,
KD,
Melo, whoever the case, KD. Like lifestyle shoes and like signatures, they don't go well. Like I got the Kobe 8 lifestyles just because I wanted to get every single Kobe 8 that came out, and because that stupid thing had a Kobe 8 attached to it, I got it. So I got some Mexican blankets and snake skins and some stuff that I never wear. But lifestyle and Nike signature basketball, they rarely go.
Yeah,
personal.
Totally agree on that one, man. No, I totally agree with you, man. When they have those EXT lifestyle models, I'm like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So all I can keep thinking of is the KD 7 with the polka dot.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You know what
I mean, the fact of the matter is, like with our culture, the basketball shoe is lifestyle. Like we make it lifestyle. We rock with our everyday wear. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like there's no need for an actual lifestyle brand to come out, unless it's just gonna be the signature model in and of itself with premium materials. Like if you want to dub that a lifestyle, like if we think of like the Jordan 5s, that era with the burgundies and everything else, the LS and all that stuff.
Was tough. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like good material, but nothing changes on the silhouette. It's the silhouette, just a little extra better stuff on it. So definitely. But to say with Westbrook, I do like how he was doing the lifestyle with the on-court performance. It's just the fact that like if you're gonna make a lifestyle shoe, it can't look like a Van or something like that. You got to separate yourself. So that's the difference. That's facts. So, well, I guess that went quick. So we're gonna wrap it up in a bit. Yeah, Kev, we got hashtag hero. Anything we gotta?
Well, we play the hashtag hero on the way out anyway. So,
well, shout out, I should say. Yeah, shout them out. Let's do this.
All right, let me go ahead and shout out. First of all, Travis, man, appreciate you coming on and spending some time with
Thanks
us.
Thanks for having me, man.
Looking
definitely, we gotta do this again
for sure. Let us know.
Anytime.
Here every Monday, hopefully.
Anytime.
People out here getting sick.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Shout out to Mo. Feel better, bro.
For sure. Hopefully you don't got that Monday footballitis.
Well, his team already won, though. He's good. His team
yeah, true.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shout out the people that shouted us out on Instagram, and if you want to get a shout out on the show, just make sure that you shout out, use the Monday Midsole and then tag me in it so I can see it, and then I will repost it so I can shout it out now. So first we got Dre Day Kicks, then we got Big Boy Sneaks, J Soul, 313 Retro Queen, Hella Laced, Dominican Coquille, Shy Fitness Tattoo Art, D-Lo, and Frankie, New York State of Mind. Appreciate y'all. Mo feel better. I think that's all I got.
All right. So, Trav, again, wanted to thank you, man. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate the insight, all the tidbits. I enjoyed it. I know, my co-host enjoyed it. The usual suspects. We could definitely get round 2 going whenever you're ready.
Definitely,
hopefully before the season starts, maybe some preseason,
man,
exclusives, media day around that time. Once it gets a little quieter, we'll get you back on and everything. But listen, wanted to shout everyone out. Mo, who's not feeling well, our other co-host. Everyone who was at SneakerCon DC. It was a super dope time. No drama, no nothing. Just great vibes. So I'm just gonna put a blanket everyone, because if I start naming names, I'm gonna forget someone. So I don't want to do that. ATL, let's do this, y'all. Next one, ATL SneakerCon. Let's make it happen. That's the weekend of the 19th and the 20th. So it's gonna be a good time, and you're gonna want to be there. So Marcus, do what you gotta do. Kev, do what you gotta do. Trav, you available? You come through too. Like that's.
I got you. I'm supposed to be going out
heard?
to Atlanta anyways. Yeah, so we might have to make that happen.
That's a lot of money right there.
Just don't buy one release. Like I said, we'll talk offline, Trav.
Right.
Nah, man, it ain't that bad. I promise. ATL is amazing, bro. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. And
Find
I
us
feel
a
like I'm
B&B.
forgetting something. So my bad. But Marcus, I'm gonna let you take him to church, bro. Oh,
You didn't get Travis a time.
I know. I caught myself. Trav.
What? What's up? What?
No.
Oh man, I just want to say
outro,
thank you, man. Oh man, thank you for allowing me on the show, man. Definitely should have been on here already. So it's well overdue. Appreciate the insight from you all. Just being able to have me on here, man. Definitely during the season, man. If I can get in where I fit in on a Monday, I'm gonna definitely get in here and make it happen again, man. Definitely, we'll make that happen, and I'll make sure that I keep you posted with what I'm gonna be doing on my move too. So if I stay here or if I don't stay here, I'm gonna let y'all know, and we can figure something out and make it happen.
Let everybody know where to find you at social medias and all that.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. You can find me on Instagram, Sneaker Reporter. On Twitter, it's Travis Singleton. But I'm about to get my Sneaker Reporter back. They suspended me for some foolishness.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I just posted it today. I was like, wait a minute, this looks different.
Yeah. They suspended me, so I'm gonna get it back though. It was the music violations. So apparently Future and his labeler trying to come after me. So I gotta figure some stuff out with my lawyer and my agent.
It's real.
Yeah. It's getting real, man. They're like, you made too much money off that video, so
oh damn.
So yeah, so we're gonna figure it out. But definitely Sneak Reporter on majority of everything. Sneak Reporter on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. You can still follow them. I'm gonna be back real soon. But I appreciate having y'all. I mean, y'all having me. And then on top of that, you can follow Sneak Reporter on YouTube. I have content from all year with following the Thunder as well, from away players and the home players as well. So I appreciate y'all.
That's what's up. And it is NFL season, so you got an NFL reporter as well, no?
Yeah. Yep. We got the NFL page popping now. The NFL Sneaker Reporter page. So make sure y'all follow that. It's NFL_SR. So I appreciate that too, bro.
Travis, can you leave some money out there for the rest of us, man? You taking everything. I like to eat.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm trying to get in where I fit in, man. I'm trying to get it all, man.
That's
I'm trying to make sure I can. Yeah. I'm trying to hit every single platform: music, NFL, MLB, NBA, wrestling, sneakers. I'm all over it, man.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Listen. Yep. Again, I'm gonna reiterate. Not DC, rather. ATL. Suspects. Let's make it happen. Marcus, make it happen. Kev, make it happen. Like,
we'll see. Find us a B&B, and I might do that.
Oh, fun.
B&B aside, this we got to get it going. Again, DC was awesome. I got maybe like 4 hours sleep combined the entire weekend, but it's all good. Shout out to my Road Warrior colleagues and champs there, KB in the camp out. We held it down on that trip down there and up. So yeah, man, it was a vibe. Ready for round 2, ATL.
That's what's up. So we're gonna see about it. I'm looking at it. I already figured out I got that weekend off, so I might try to see if I can make it happen. Just depending on what the money looking like. Outside of that, Travis, appreciate you. Like everybody said, great content you provided tonight for the usual suspects. I'm sure they enjoyed it, and I hope everybody goes out and check you out and see what you got going. Continued growth with everything you got going on, man.
I appreciate that.
The rest of the panel, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Even though I should be watching my Texans and getting excited because we're winning, y'all made me come on again. But love hanging out with you guys. So thank you to usual suspects. Thank all you. October 5th, anybody in Texas, we got things going on. Keep watching my page. We're gonna plan something big. So pay attention.
Okay. I'm gonna be checking. I'm in Oklahoma City, so that's not.
That's it. Hey. You close. You only 3-4 hours away, man. You can come through.
Yeah. Okay.
Come through. And with that, man, thanks everybody for coming out, hanging out with us tonight, and we'll see y'all next week.
It's the Monday Midsole. Let's go.
Crew, hella moist.